guys? Welcome to my Facebook Live. I just sat down and my cat was sitting in my chair. I'm going to clean. It's really weird. Let me clean the screen. Oh, sorry. Is that better? Yes. Okay, cool. Hi. It's supposed to be like that. Okay. Hi, welcome. Welcome to our weekly Facebook Live show in Profitable PR Pros. I'm Jen Burson. I am the founder and president of Generation PR, an award-winning awards I put on display finally. PR social media marketing agency here in Los Angeles. We specialize in promoting baby and kids brands, beauty and cosmetics, and other lifestyle, basically stuff we think is cool. If we think it's cool, then that goes in our lifestyle category. And I'm also the founder of the Profitable PR Pros community and Generation Academy. And if you are new here, that is an entire suite of programs and frameworks and resources designed to help you level up your pitching game and help you become a pitching powerhouse, and then launch, grow, and scale a profitable agency. For Jane, my cat lover, this is Callie. She's still a tiny little thing, but she's getting a little pot belly. These cats are just absolute pigs. They are always like head in the bowl of food. The second we open the bag to refill like their feeder thing, they're sticking their whole heads in there. They're like always trying to eat the dog's food, and she's growling at them. And I'm like, guys, like, let's try to get along here. So always a little bit crazy, these cats with the eating. I mean, never, I guess I did grow up with a cat that was always very hungry, but these cats are like, they've never seen food in their lives. It's very odd. But that's Callie. She's super cute. So I know Jane's here. Who else is here? Say hi. And we're going to dive into this topic. Everyone loves spring cleaning. I mean, I've been like kind of working on it, even though it's not quite spring yet, but so fun around the house to like rip everything out, purge things that you don't need. See where we're going with this. And then get organized with the things that you have left. You can't organize clutter. You can't organize chaos. You can't organize things that are overflowing in a way where it's not good and it doesn't solve or align with your vision that you want for your home or for your business. Hi, Serena. Who else is here, guys? Say hi. So I've been spring cleaning my house and have a really strong vision of what I want my home to feel like. I want it to be calm. I want it to be a place where we can feel creative, where our anxiety level is low. Visual clutter is very, you guys may have noticed. I mean, I like cleaned off the desk. I used to have that whole back area over here just lined with boxes for press kits and various things. And we're not really shipping press kits anymore ourselves. If we do samples, our clients ship them out. So, and I do have storage in the garage that I built just for storing products to ship. So everything's down in the garage. I just did a really cool project where I installed hardwood trim and carpet in my garage myself. I got a carpet runner. I ripped all the old stuff off and painted the rail and got the whole thing ready, and it looks really good. And you know what? My kids and my husband have commented that they love coming home. They love leaving in the morning down the stairs, and it's like really soft underfoot and it looks really good. And then coming home, it feels a lot more welcoming. It feels a lot more zen and peaceful. The old carpet was ripped and taped up. This is just down to the garage, but I just realized that it didn't need to be like that. And so when you have a vision for what you want, let's say your home, it's like easier to imagine for your home because it's hard to say like, how do you spring clean your business? We're going to get into that. But because I'm working on it in my home, it has been very powerful to have a vision and to have a big why, because then I can make decisions from that place of how I want my home to feel and how I want my life and my surroundings to be organized or minimized, I guess. Minimalist is the big word. But then I can also share that vision and get my family bought into it too, so that we're minimizing things coming in. We are all keeping our clutter at bay by sharing that vision and realizing that we're either contributing to the problem or we're contributing to the solution. And it's harder with the kids. My husband's very on board with it. So we're working on it. And I love it. I love organizing and getting my home, optimized. So we thought about this concept as it applies to your agency. And it's like I said, start of spring cleaning. Not talking about reorganizing your desk, which I have been doing, and shredding old files and all that, but it's a time that you dedicate to dig into the nitty-gritty of your business and do kind of a mid-year refresh. And it's a chance to reevaluate what you've changed for this year and make updates to your processes before they turn into problems. You can, streamline things once you have a clear vision for what you want your agency to feel like and how you want it to run, and get rid of things that might be a problem before it's a big issue, and toss what's not working. Eliminate those everyday hiccups and have you and your team just running kind of more like a well-oiled machine, run smoother than ever and get you closer to your goals. So that's what we are going to chat about today. We're going to talk about 7 spring cleaning strategies to set your agency up for success throughout the year. Why investing in yourself needs to be part of your spring cleaning. Okay. I mean, even as I'm going through my home process, I have invested in some programs that have a more in-depth way that they help you declutter, eliminate excess, and then get everything that you need organized once it's actually purged, and so having those programs, I mean, I'm good at organizing things, but part of the problem is that you're constantly just organizing clutter. And so you have to eliminate that clutter, and then that whole concept about the mindset of how you want things to look and feel. I have learned a lot of that from these programs that I've taken. And it's also very motivating to have a community that's supporting you during that process. So that's where this whole idea about spring cleaning your agency came from, because it's been so empowering, and it feels like we just feel lighter, and we're implementing some of this into the business, and just really knowing that little investment that you make, let's say it's for your home or organizing your business, it's like when you pay attention. When you invest, you are more inclined to actually follow through. We are also going to talk about how you can refresh your documents to start new client partnerships on the right foot. Okay? Thumbs up. Good. We like it. Who else is here? I know Jane and Serena. Give me a hey. Give me a what's up. Finishing cooking dinner. Okay. So it says Facebook user. I'm trying to think of who it is. It's not Daria. We'll see. Oh, hey Jane. Is it Chrissy? We'll see. Anyway, so March 20th, start of spring, right around the corner. And oh, hi, Kathy. So good to see you. Okay, so you guys, spring cleaning starting now. And let's make these big plans. So start thinking about the agency as you're pulling together all your spring cleaning plans, right? Like, so not organizing your desk alone, but you should do that. But it's letting you, yes, correct. That's a true. Hi, it's Kate. Got it. Okay, thanks, Kate. Hi, a newbie. You're no newbie. Everyone is welcome at all times. Love when daylight saving starts. Daylight saving, does it end? I think it ends on Sunday. Daylight saving. I think it ends so that we get more daylight. So, or I don't know. Anyway, yes, it starts on Sunday. It starts on Sunday. Okay. So that means we get more sunlight. You detest it. I don't like the changes. The kids are always like all out of whack. And then for some reason that day feels like the longest day ever, even though, sometimes on the other end you get less daylight. And so it feels somehow like the longest day and you're like, but it's early. I don't know. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. And welcome, Kate. I'm so happy that you're here. So we are going to just dust away that metaphorical excess and get your agency firing on all cylinders. So toss out what's not working, tweak your processes, and eliminate everyday tiny hiccups. So 7 spring cleaning strategies that will help you reorganize your agency and set you, your team, and your clients up for success starting now. Okay. So number 1, we want to revisit your 2023 goals. Did you set 2023 goals? We talked about that right before the new year and then just after. This is where you are going to be checking in with yourself and doing a status update on your 2023 goals. That is the best place to start when you are spring cleaning your agency. So it's reminding yourself of where your goals were, seeing if you're on track. It's really hard to hit goals when you just set it and forget it. It's something that you set, you revisit, you check to ensure that you are working towards it or that you have to change course a little bit to get to that place where you know that you're chipping away at the progress you need to make. So if you are maybe lagging a little bit behind, this will help you make more informed decisions going forward. So you revisit those goals and you can, at this point, spot issues early, make changes quickly, and avoid major obstacles. Maybe they become minor obstacles, but you're ready for them. So you want to cover all of your goals when you do this, even personal goals and the ones that are professional for you and your own business, and then also what you've set for your clients. And, we are really only just finishing up the first quarter of the year. So you don't have to worry about making huge steps forward. You have a lot of time to get where you want to be. But the main goal here, the main objective is to see how you're tracking and make necessary changes. Put yourself back on that path towards success. So let me know in the comments. I see you. What goals have you set for the year? Do you remind yourself of them? Do you revisit? It's really easy to just put a little sticky note on your computer or put it on your bathroom mirror and you just brush your teeth and look at that and remind yourself. But when you bring that top of mind, you are getting yourself constantly thinking about that goal and the progress, the little incremental progress. Hi, Queenie. I have set goals, but I have to get better at reminding myself. And it's really easy too. Excuse me. I love just setting little reminders that pop up on my phone, and you can just dictate to Siri. I'm going to say it. She's going to hear me. And come on. But, and tell the phone to remind you at certain days, certain times, every day. I have tons of reminders going off, and I have trained myself to actually look at them and not just dismiss them. And then if it's something that's an action item, I actually do it. So I try to plan it around a time when I can actually implement it. But having those reminders pop up and tell yourself, I think someone just called my name and the window's open. I don't really know what's going on. Having those reminders pop up, and it's almost like your past self has done this favor for your future self, right? Where you have said, my future self will need to stay on track. And so my past self is going to set her up for as much success as possible So we're going to set those goals so that we can start down that path. And my future self's going to need to be reminded that we want these goals to be accomplished or we want to work towards them. So however you best need to see it, if it's a post-it or a reminder or a calendar thing that pops up, whatever it is, have your current self set your future self up for success by setting those reminders and keeping you on track. So that's number one. You've reviewed your goals, kind of for you and your clients, getting yourself a little back on track. Number two, review and update your client contracts. So when was the last time that you went over your contracts, you went through with a fine-tooth comb and looked over what could be updated, maybe even based on something that's happened to you in your agency or based on something you've heard from our community? Contracts are there to protect you. They are there to anticipate things that may go wrong and protect you and your best interests in the writing, the clauses that are included in the contract. So maybe you even wrote your own contracts. This spring cleaning period is the perfect time to look at those again. And what we love to do is just get you on the right track. And we have a template inside the Agency Accelerator that can help you get started, that you can adapt and make your own. And what's really cool about our retainer agreement is that, well, first of all, I'm an attorney, former attorney. I'm still a member of the California Bar. I have inactive status forever and always. I will keep paying that stupid annual fee because I never want to sit for that exam ever again. But I'm inactive, so I don't have to do the continuing legal education, which is very time consuming and very expensive if you're not at a firm. And so I can go active anytime. I can just change my status online and go active. So I am an attorney, and we have anticipated a lot of things in my 18 years. You guys, March is 18 years of running Generation PR. Like, I can't even process that. It's just crazy to me because I'm so very young, right? But it's just crazy to me. So in 18 years, we've seen a lot. We've been through a lot. Thanks, Queenie. And we have also heard from a lot of our members, and we really try to anticipate what could go wrong. What do we have to think through before it happens to prevent a major issue from happening? So I know Jane and Serena, thanks, guys. I know you guys use, or at least have access to our our retainer agreement template. Let me know what you think of it, if you've used it. I've had members like Alicia have told us that our template, the judge in a case that she had to sue a client over, which was not great, but the judge said it was the most like ironclad, buttoned up contract she had seen for a retainer agreement situation, that she was fully protected. That was amazing to hear. But we know, partnerships change, retainers change, the price of them. Oh, good. Okay, good. Jane said I combined yours and mine and then had my attorney review. Perfect. So you guys know I'm not active in the bar and I'm also not your attorney. So it's merely like a start, but you have to have your own attorney. We're not making any claims about, guarantees or whatever. Like, it's just, I have to say that I could get disbarred if I'm practicing law without actually being active or saying that I'm your lawyer when we don't have an agreement between us. So we have a great jumping off point, and a lot of it has been adapted from situations that have arisen since I've been running my business, and also our members going through a lot of different things. So, sometimes things change where what seemed necessary when your client joined your agency maybe isn't relevant anymore, or the scope has changed, or you offer new services. That is where you're going to want to set aside a few hours, carefully read through your contracts and mark up anything that you'd like to update. And then, it could be like your payment terms. It could be your services you've offered, or contact information that's maybe gone out of date. It could even be like a late fee, that you're going to start charging a percentage, because It's not a lot. Even like 10%, whatever the, legal rate is, it's not a big deal, but it's enough sometimes to nudge a client to pay if they haven't, because you can use that and say, the late fee of 10%. We're willing to waive it if you send payment by this date. It's like one of those little, levers you can pull. So it's always important to have this updated contract on hand. But when you are settling issues or reworking your retainer terms or like rolling a client out of your agency, it's really important to make sure you know what those terms are at that time. Like, do they have to give 60 days notice? Do they have to give 30 days notice? When do you stop work? When do you get paid? Do they pay you out on the whole remainder of the contract? We go over all of this in the Agency Accelerator, but just know this is a good thing to do during your spring cleaning. Number 3, I want you to dig into your finances. For some reason, we don't talk about money, numbers, all of that enough. It's one of the things I love about the Agency Accelerator and the community is really getting to hear how people are pricing their services, what is their margin, where is their biggest margin, what kind of markup, how are they billing, is it hourly, is it project-based, is it month to month, is it a big retainer? So it's really important to know your numbers. So, I get that math and numbers, it might not be your forte as a creative and as somebody who's like a great writer, great storyteller. At least it isn't for me. I mean, I get it, but I look at spreadsheets. My husband's always like managing spreadsheets and my brain goes, ah! And so that's not where I like to spend my energy. I'm like, I'll make the money for the business and you just tell me like how it's, where I need to add some things or take away some things. But we know it's really important to dig into your finances at least once a year. And you'll get a better understanding of how your business is tracking financially beyond your revenue goals. And you'll get a better sense of where you'll land at the end of the year. So it's not just reviewing your taxes, your income. Now's tax time, right? So you've probably sent your 1099s or your W-2s. You've probably received some 1099s from clients. It's not just about reviewing taxes and your client fee, like income from clients' fees and any maybe freelance work or other products and services. You're going to want to deep dive and pay close attention to your expenses, and especially your recurring expenses. So I might be shooting myself in the foot by saying that because I hope you're a member of the Pitch Lab, which is a membership. So it is an ongoing expense, but it's one that is designed with your agency bottom line in mind so that you get so much value and you save so much time that the fee is just like a no-brainer for your business, right? But it is an expense in your business. So you have to calculate that in so that you know if you're profitable and where you can make some adjustments to your expenses. Anything that you can cut out. If there's a media contact database that you never use or one that's really expensive and there's some less expensive alternatives, maybe there's like a design platform that you dropped after you started outsourcing and you've been paying to be a member of it, maybe like a video creation platform or some kind of, you were using Canva and you had the paid version, but now you're outsourcing design, so you don't really need it. Get rid of those and free up that revenue. Your bank account is going to thank you. Your bottom line will go up and you'll free up some brain space knowing that those old subscriptions are gone, so that you are really careful and thoughtful about where you are spending money to run your business. A lot of people, here's a big mistake a lot of people make, a lot of agency owners and all business owners make, is they look at revenue and they think that's their take home. And some people will even start living their lives as if revenue was their income, their personal income. And that's just not how it works. That's not responsible way to run your business. You have to account for your expenses and be really mindful of where those expenses are going. How much does it actually cost you to run your business and provide these services? And where can you make it more profitable by trimming? Or where can you add to the income, the revenue aspect of the business so that you have more margin there? A lot of people will forget to pay themselves first. They will forget to save for their taxes. That's when you're not a W-2 employee, there's no taxes taken out of your retainer fees. You have to plan for that. You have to pay your quarterly taxes. You have to anticipate what you're going to be making based on last year and your projections for this year, and pay them as you go, or there's a penalty. So you need to think through those things and really look at where your money is coming in and where it's going out. And remember that revenue is not income. It's not your income, what you make. You got to look at profit, and then you have to look at how you're allocating that profit. And I hope you're saving for retirement. Yes, getting QuickBooks and a bookkeeper was so helpful to help me step up to the next level. Yeah. And you ideally want a bookkeeper who understands this kind of business so that they know where the write-offs are and they know, hi, Chrissy. Okay, good. And they know where income comes from and what a reasonable amount, percentage-wise, is normal or typical for the expenses for you to run the business. So cancel those subscriptions except the Pitch Lab, because that is a very useful business expense. At least it's designed to be there in your business forever. But keep that in mind. Really be like Chrissy and me. I got QuickBooks. You can see everything hitting your account. You just link everything. You can see where your spending is. And a bookkeeper will help you optimize your expenses. Being a business owner is great. There are a lot of expenses you can write off, especially working from home. So just keep that in mind. Got to dig into those finances. Number 4, you want to refresh your client welcome kit. So this is having a thorough client onboarding process. It's really important when you are setting your new partnership up for success. So you want to make sure your onboarding materials are up to date. So go through your entire sort of welcome kit onboarding process. Ensure all of the information is accurate and complete. You're putting your best foot forward with your new clients. This is when we look at my agency accelerator, and we have 4 pillars: strategy, sales, service, and scale. This is the service pillar. This is right at the beginning of that service pillar. So now they've signed the contract, and now you have to deliver. And you want them, they're just fresh off of the contract, the negotiation, paying your first month fee. You want that client to be like, I'm the smartest, savviest person in the world because I found Generation PR. They're already crushing it. They're so buttoned up. We feel like we have made the best decision. They are super professional and we're already getting taken care of. That's what you want to create. That experience, that sort of amazing experience that the clients have. Let me give you an example. Okay. Go to my Instagram stories if you haven't, because I had a super awesome, incredible, cool experience yesterday. It was my birthday, and my husband and I went to a place just 45 minutes away called the Porsche Experience Center, and it's a racetrack, and you race Porsches. It was the coolest thing ever. Loved it. It was 3 years in the making. My husband bought me a gift certificate to the Porsche Experience before COVID, and then COVID hit and when I couldn't use it. And so he said, how about doing that for your birthday? And I was like, love it. Let's go. Unfortunately, it has gotten a lot more expensive. It is a very VIP experience. Let's just put it that way. So when we got there, we were checked in. Every single thing from the moment you booked the experience to the second you left the property was completely meticulously planned, very high-end experience, not overcrowded. You checked in, they had, oh, I don't have it up here, but a beautiful lanyard with your name on it and the kind of car you were going to be driving for the day. I drove a Taycan Turbo, which is their electric car. We went from zero, I drove, like we, meaning me and my driving coach, went from zero. I went to 125 miles an hour in like 3 or 4 seconds. And then he goes slam on the brake. And I'm going, do you really want me to do that? Yes, they want you to slam on the brake. They want to show you what these cars can do. So you just go 125 and then slam on the brake. Oh my God, it was like insane. It was super, super, super fun. But it you felt very taken care of. You felt like you spent your money for an experience that lived up to the hype because they knew who you were when you got there. Your beautiful lanyard had your name on it. We had a reservation at the cafe. They knew it was my birthday. They sat us in front of the windows so we could watch the cars around the track. We got a driving coach who's a former, like professional race car driver, and he tailored the experience to what I wanted to do. It was really cool. So I look at those experiences and I want to have my clients feel similarly like they have made a good investment in working with us. That, if they're paying a premium to work with our agency, they should have a premium experience. Okay. Give me a thumbs up. You guys are really quiet today. Give me a thumbs up or a heart if you agree with that. Do you want, to kind of, I don't want to be the budget agency. If you're looking for a discount or a budget experience, like that's not what you're going to get here. Yeah. Heart, 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 heart. That's what I want. I want to serve my clients how I want to be treated. Yesterday was bananas and a real dream come true. Yeah, none of us want it. That's not why you're here. I don't want to teach you how to be a budget agency. I want to teach you how to run your agency where you're going to be profitable. You're going to work for fewer clients and make more money because you are the go-to authority. You can charge what you want. You guys know the drill. That's why you're here. So the welcome kit is where you start with your service. And that's where when you have good service and you deliver, that's the long run of working with a client. Those clients renew their contracts. You don't have to constantly be in biz dev mode. You want long-term relationships. You've got to put in the best effort. I know we all have crushed it for clients and then they leave and you're like, you're a complete fool. Why would you do that? Like, why do you think you're doing so well? It's because of what we have been able to accomplish for you. But like, good luck good luck to you on your own. That does happen. But to get yourself set up for those long-term relationships, you have to deliver, and it starts with the welcome kit. So if you've done a brand refresh recently, which we have done, you want to go through that welcome kit and make sure all of your brand changes are carried over to the welcome kit. So it's like a seamless visual experience. We just redid our proposal template because we rebranded and we wanted to like amp up the aspects that we know are very compelling when we like put that number in there and ask for our fee. We want to amp up the case studies, testimonials, the results we've gotten. So this spring cleaning is a great time to revamp your agency's capabilities deck, like I said, or your proposal template. Do not give away strategy. If Nelson is watching, I'm not saying give away strategy. It's capabilities plus. That's what we do. But that is, this is something that you can have on hand, this capabilities deck, and have it ready to go if somebody asks for it. Okay, Kathy's saying, what about clients wanting a 5-star experience but wanting to pay a 1-star investment? Those aren't your clients. They're not your people and they don't get to work with you. And Kathy, we cover a lot inside the agency accelerator, how to spot those red flags. To me, that's a red flag client. The second you discount, you're setting yourself up to have the biggest pain in the ass client. These clients that want a 5-star experience with a 1-star investment, that investment to them it's a lot. And so they will be all over you. If you work with bigger clients with bigger investments or retainer fees, they leave you alone. Like, I don't really ever hear from our clients unless we have a meeting and we report results. We ask for samples to be sent. They're just happy. And they pay really well and they pay on time and there's no drama. They're just like happy. It's the best. That's what I'm trying to get you all to. So you want to look at in your capabilities deck, check all of your stats, add any new wins, like all of your wins that you've scored for your clients are your results. Those are your results. Those are your outcomes. So make sure your deck is up to date with all of your impressive results so that your prospective clients, they're looking at your capabilities deck and they're like, these guys are awesome. And I can see what they could do for us because the results look really good. And I feel like we can see ourselves in these results. And this is exactly what we want out of an agency. So spring cleaning, check out the capabilities deck, make sure it's up to date, bump up those stats. If you've done a really good job with a client, ask them for a testimonial or ask them if there is some stat they're willing to share with you, like percentage growth year over year or something that you can put into your case studies to really give it some oomph. Okay. Okay. Update your website and think about getting some new headshots. I know I'm being redundant here with Jane because she is currently in process of doing all of these things, but really important for the spring cleaning piece. So is your website up to date? Because this is one of the first glimpses that prospective clients get of you. So you need to make a killer first impression. If you have any SEO leading people to your site at all, not saying you have an SEO agency that's actively doing back-end SEO for you, but just blog posts and articles that you've written on the blog and results where you've tagged prospective clients. So we get people that will search beauty PR firm and our agency comes up in search and they'll start poking around, right? So I'm not actively doing SEO, but we have articles, blog posts, things dedicated to attract this type of client. So they're finding us. And when they land there, I want the first impression to be like amazing. So check all of your links to ensure that they're connecting to all the right pages, no broken links, rewrite any out-of-date copy, like maybe your about page. If you've won an award, update your about page and include that. If you've been quoted somewhere, include a link to that. Have an up-to-date headshot. We'll talk about that in a second. Make sure your case studies are up to date. If you have even a newish client and you've gotten any sort of results for them, put it up there. Put it up there. You want to reflect the work you're currently doing. So if there's any pages you want to add to your site, like maybe you've gone over to my site or some other people in our community and you think, oh my God, that's a really good addition to my site that I never even thought of, or there's issues that you need to fix, consider working with a freelance web designer to complete the job. It doesn't have to be super expensive, but I also don't think it's the best use of your time. You might want to cut corners and be cheap. Not cheap, cost effective. But I have an entire discussion around why this isn't actually cost effective in the Agency Accelerator. Bottom line is, if you value your time at $250 an hour and it's going to take you 5 hours to do something, that's $1,250. What could you get out of a designer, a freelance programmer, if you paid them probably less? You'd have that 5 hours back and it probably wouldn't cost you nearly that much. Pay the pros. I'm a big supporter in paying people to do the things I'm not great at or that I don't love doing. And if your website is plastered with old, out-of-date pictures of you, or they've been seen a million times in a million places, it's probably time to get new headshots. So it doesn't have to be this massive, like, editorial Vogue level photo shoot, just a handful of shots, maybe a couple different tops, a couple different outfits, develop a shot list, make sure you get all the things you might need. You can crank out an amazing session in an hour with a good photographer. And as long as you're working with somebody who's really good, that has done branding shoots before, you will be golden. There's even a masterclass inside of the agency accelerator with Michelle, my photographer. She is awesome. We are actually planning a rebrand shoot this next weekend. Oh my God, I have to like get outfits now that I think about it. And we do one usually every other year. And we'll crank out a ton of images so that we just roll them out over time. I can't believe the last one was 2 years ago. It feels like it was yesterday. And I still really love the pictures that we created, but it is good to have something at least within the last 5 years, 2 years, I don't know. So just plan a shoot day, a punch list with all of your pictures. Oh, no, we crank them out like every other year. And we take a lot of pictures. We do like a full half day, full day, whatever. It's exhausting. It is exhausting to do. I hate them, honestly. I get really like nervous and stressed out and like, are my kids gonna behave? Are my pets gonna behave? Like, where are we shooting? We're so sick of my office. Let's move on. Let's go somewhere else. But she makes it super fun, and it's really, I love having the end result. So sign up for that, get it going. It doesn't have to be expensive. Maybe ask a friend to take some photos of you, but part of your spring cleaning. 6 is do a media list audit. So this has been a big time for media moves. A lot of our contacts are getting laid off. It's like devastating for them, and for us, when you've worked so hard to make these relationships and you feel so bad that they're moving in a different direction. So they are always jumping into new publications or pivoting careers or going freelance. So there's a good chance that your media list is maybe a bit out of date. So comb through it to update contact information, what publication they're with, what beats they're covering. Remove any journalists who aren't in the industry anymore. And maybe you get those out of office responses or bounce backs. Sometimes people go on mat leave and they'll say, contact this person in my place while I'm out on mat leave. So any new contacts that you've made, make sure they're on your list too. So if you've taken on clients in a new niche, or maybe you've shifted industries altogether recently, this is going to probably be more of an in-depth job. But just so you know that we have a really killer media contacts database inside of the Pitch Lab that has contact information for top editors across tons of niches to get you started. And the way that this is organized, it comes from our members. It is a community curated list. And these are contacts that are PR friendly. They want to hear from you. Our members have landed features with them. They've generously shared. It's kind of like a co-op. Does the media contacts database reach the UK? I'm trying to remember. I am not sure, to be honest with you. Oh, thanks, Chrissy. She says the database is totally worth it. It's very cost effective, like under $300, and it is designed to help you. It's really, for me, it was like a mindset thing. Because if you go into, like, you're great at pitching, you're great at storytelling, you're great at positioning your clients, but you don't feel like you can reach members of the media who are going to move the needle for them, you're not going to confidently sell your services when you go into meetings and pitch clients. You just won't. You'll have this like, can I do this? Can I actually, or maybe you'll charge less because you're like, I can't afford a database, so I can't charge what I want to charge. We wanted to eliminate that concern. So it's not Cision, it's not Meltwater, it's not Prowly, it's not Muckrack, it's not one of these expensive services, but it's no frills. And it's just media contacts organized by like 22 or more different niches, and they're PR friendly. And if you need more, we can track them down. And I cannot remember if it reaches the UK. If it does, it's not extensive, but there might be some contacts there. Raise my rates a bit because I knew I had some better contacts. Yes. Christy, was that you? Yeah, it was you. It was you. Yes, that's exactly what I had in mind. I didn't want our community to feel like, I'm just getting started, so I can't charge enough because I don't know if I can reach the right people. Forget that. It's out there. Yeah, and look at that. Chrissy raised her rates because that confidence was there and the knowledge that you could deliver on, or at least get to the right people, right? So that's why we have it. It's less than $300. This is inside the Pitch Lab program. If you, it's either a bonus or it is something you can add on for less than $300. We sell it all the time, and it's really there as like a confidence booster for you. And it's updated all the time because we are like boots on the ground. Our community knows what's going on, the ins and outs, faster than these other platforms can stay up to date. I have experienced that myself. That's like what I wanted to avoid, was out of date information. Okay, the last thing, guys, you've got to invest in yourself. So spring cleaning your agency means that you need to brush up on your PR skills. This is a great time to invest in yourself, up level those skills. It could coincide with one of your 2023 goals, like maybe adding a new service to your agency or improving your abilities in a certain area, like influencer outreach or pitch writing. But honestly, brushing up on your skills and recommitting to your PR education is important regardless of your goals. And that is one, I think, of the biggest like selling points of our agency is really being up to date on what's working now and educating clients on the way the media is working right now, what's working, what isn't, what it means for them. And if I were just operating with the knowledge I got over time and maybe was like pre-COVID mindset, or, just like media's always worked this way and this is what, it's not what's working now. So you want to keep up on any new changes and things that will help you show your expertise and help you show that you're an essential part of your client's business, that they need you to help navigate these, updated like media waters, right? So you could join a new membership program or commit to regular trainings on new topics, expand your PR knowledge. This is where we feel the Pitch Lab is an amazing resource for PR pros. Anyone who wants to up-level their pitching skills, land bigger features, better features for their clients, and then we leverage those to get bigger clients and bigger retainers. That's what the Pitch Lab is designed to help you do. And we give you the activities, the execution plans. It's really very, very, very good and totally cost effective. Any agency owners or freelancers that want to kick off and run an agency, if you want to take your business to the next level, you want to grow your skills as a visionary leader of your business, get out of the day-to-day execution so you can work on the business, grow it, work on those goals that you've set for you and your business. That's where the Agency Accelerator is going to help you. It'll help you to know your overall strategy, your sales goal, how you can accomplish that sales goal. It will help you launch that agency, grow and scale it, hire a team. That's the Agency Accelerator. So the Pitch Lab will help you hone your skills to provide that service. And the Agency Accelerator is going to help you run your business providing that service. How do you price it? How do you onboard clients? How do you report to them? Where do you, build your team, build your dream team, leverage your wins, and go back and revisit your strategy to bring in bigger, better clients. See what I'm saying? It's all cyclical. It just all works together very, very nicely. So that's the 7 ways that we are going to help you spring clean and organize your agency. 1, revisit those 2023 goals. 2, get your client contracts up to date. Revisit, update them. If you have Agency Accelerator, there's a template in there that will save you so much time and get you on the right track. 3, dig into those finances. Really look at your numbers. Cancel anything that is eating away at your bottom line but is not necessary. Look at your expenses, really figure out how much it costs you to provide these services, what you really need to charge to meet your revenue goals, what your actual take home profit is after your expenses. Visit your financial goals, your numbers, all of that. Refresh your client welcome kit. So your onboarding, your capabilities deck, all of these things are buttoned up. Your branding is really up to date. Anything that looks a little bit dated, you make everything look very cohesive if you can. 5, update your website, get some new headshots. 6, look at your media list, do an audit, prune, pluck, purge, whatever you got to do, get it up to date. And number 7, invest in yourself. It's insane to me. I've heard from a lot of people. I mean, Chrissy, one of them last week, I still have it on my desktop. Here's what she said. Hope it's okay that I share. She says, I do have a formal education in PR and mass comm, but I can tell you I learned more from Jen's Agency Accelerator and Pitch Lab than I did from a university. Okay, that's what we're going for. This is practical information. Everything we share is designed to get you on top of your game, and I want you to make more money, raise your rates like Chrissy did. I want you to work with clients you love. I want you to spot red flags so you can prune those clients from your business. Not everybody gets to work with you. How do you want your business to feel? That's part of spring cleaning, setting an intention. I want my business to feel lighter this year. I want it to feel more fulfilling. I want my work to make me feel more passionate. I want to be more confident in the services that I'm selling and my ability to deliver, which allows me to charge more. These are intentions you can set for how you want to feel, how you want your business to feel. And when you invest in yourself, programs that are designed to help you accomplish these goals and do it in less time and for less money than a university degree, that's what we're here for. So that is how you can spring clean your agency. And after you've cleaned out your agency, it's time to get back to work. Let's score those big wins for your clients. We have a free PR Insider Secrets Guide so that you can learn secret sauce strategies from PR experts in our community that they use to land top tier press and generate killer results for their clients. And that's what I got for you today. How's it going? I'm going to remember my Porsche experience yesterday and just tell myself, got to be like Porsche. We've got to be that, clients walk in, we are ready for them. We got, their name on the documents. We've got their Google Drive folder set up. They know exactly where to put all their assets. They walk in, they're taken care of. It is a VIP high-end experience. That's just like my reminder now because it was so awesome. So awesome. It was so rad. We had such a good time. So does anybody have any questions for me? If you are looking to spring clean your home and declutter and organize, I am really enjoying following Katie Wells, KatyWells. Let me see if I can find her on Instagram for you guys. She has a podcast, Maximize Minimalist, something like that. I don't know. And let me tell you what it was. It is Katy, Katy, Joy, Joy, Wells, Wells. I really enjoy the community. She did like a little challenge. It was really inexpensive. She has like checklists for like, different areas of your home, like under the sink, the checklist for how to declutter, office papers, like garage, your laundry room, and there's like little checklists of things. Okay, so just starting out, like you said, this is Kate. Would the accelerator or pitch lab be best for me? They're totally different. Previously been working in PR agencies. So are you trying to freelance, Katie? Are you trying to run your own agency? Are you trying to do you really think you need to like hone your pitching skills? Pitch Lab will help you with your pitching skills, but it's like we have seasoned pros like Jane and Chrissy in the Pitch Lab. And it helps you, there's monthly execution plans so you know what to pitch. It helps you with like timely, relevant, targeted pitch angles, master classes on different things that will come up for you in your business, or like different master classes that are being discussed now, like affiliate marketing and how it ties into PR. How do you get sponsors and media to attend your events? Like little master classes around very topic specific things about providing that PR service. The agency accelerator is like a business in a box. It's how do you launch, grow, and scale your agency? So you've got the PR service that you're providing. How do you run the business? Where do you find your clients? How do you put together your proposal? What do you say on a sales call? What does your contract look like? Do you see the difference? One is the service itself, the Pitch Lab, and then one is providing the, oh, you need the agency accelerator. Oh, good. Okay. So, yeah, if you are, I love that you're doing it for free. I hope you have a set period when the free trial runs out. Yeah, the agency accelerator. We can get you in right now too. Somebody else was asking, and Miranda said just to connect. If you want to ask about it, Kate, it's support at generationacademy.com. Make sure I spelled that right, and that's Miranda. And she'll tell you more about it, get you in. Yeah, it's great. Kathy says media contacts you. Client you decide not to work with the client. What is it? Oh, Kathy, sorry. If media contacts you after the client contract is over, or you decide not to work with the client, what is the best way to handle? Okay, good question. Very good question, actually. So it depends. It depends how generous you're feeling. It depends how hard you worked to generate that lead, how good it is. Is it something that will make you look really good? Because think about it too, Kathy, your results, if you secure that feature that you started while you were working with the client, that's your win too. If it's a quick and easy thing, send it over to the client, let them fulfill it. If it's something you were like super excited about, like a Forbes feature, you want that under your belt, maybe you tell the client, there's this opportunity that we pitched and it's going to be a lot of work on my end to actually facilitate. I would love to help you see this happen, but my hourly rate is this. And of course, there's no guarantees, right? You can decide if you want to do that. If you did not leave on good terms, you don't have to do anyone any favors. You can simply tell the media, our contract is over and I'm no longer working with that client. You don't have to offer to connect with them at all. Joining now, the credit card can take the hit for the greater good, LOL. My goal is, Kate, I love that, is I really, like at a minimum, I want you, especially you're working for free. So let's start at 2 clients for $2,500. That will pay for itself in no time. That, unspoken goal is like, what is that? Like 60,000 for the year. I really try to get everyone up to 6 figures. Like push them a bit to get to that place. But if you're not making any money yet, then 2 clients at 2,500 is super doable, like immediately. So the goal is to get it to pay for itself very, very fast. And I think if you have experience doing PR and you want to know how you actually like get a business off the ground, providing that service, the agency accelerator is really good. And there's nothing else like it out there. So I'm very proud of it. And I can't wait to welcome you. It's awesome. And if you're looking for, it's totally self-study, but if you're looking for like more community, more support, we have monthly like Q&A calls, first access to live masterclasses. That's called Agency Accelerator Plus. Chrissy and Jane are both in that. You can, you'll see an opportunity to do that too. And that's like join for as long as you want that level of support. But otherwise, it's designed to be totally self-study, and it's really good. I'm really excited that you're going to join. You'll love it. But yeah, Kathy, I hope that helped answer your question. It's really like, how do you what result do you want for yourself? Are you done with the client and you're just like, bye? Um, if you're worried about the media contact thinking that you're flaky, which they won't, happens all the time. Clients come and go. If you want to be generous and connect the client to that media contact, you can do that. If you want to send one email to the client and say, hey, this publication is looking for this, can you send it? And just pass that along as like a gimme, like a little generous, pay it forward kind of thing. If you want the result that you worked hard to secure, and you want it for a case study or you want it for your website, then try to help facilitate it, because you did that, and those outcomes are your outcomes too. So it's just up to you. But don't worry that the media will think maybe there's something else you can offer to them. Oh, my contract ended. I'm not working with that client at the moment, but I have this for you. And that's why working in the same niche is also really helpful, because you might have something that you just slide right into that spot. So you've already done the work and the new client benefits from it. But it's really up to you, Kathy. It's just whether you want to get that placement secured and have that result be your win. So I hope that helps. Sometimes I'll just be nice and pass it along. Sometimes I'm like, screw you, like you suck and I'm not giving you anything. I mean, I'm being honest here, right? That's just, sometimes you don't leave on the best terms and you're like, they suck and I'm not being helpful. I did the work and it's done. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining live. As always, I love my regular crew here. It's always so nice to see all of you. And if you have any questions at all, I would love to also hear from you. Hit me up on Instagram and my DMs. Let me know if you decide to do this spring cleaning. Where do you think your agency needs the most TLC, the most focused update? You know where it is. You know where things need your attention, where you've kind of just been operating like it's, if it ain't broke. But the problem is, once it breaks, it's harder to fix, right? Things that are not emergencies become emergencies. So anticipate all of those potential challenges and get your agency operating and ready for, massive growth this spring. That's what I'm doing it to my house, doing it to my business, and I love it. It makes me feel in control. I love getting my house all buttoned up. It feels like, oh, this space is inspiring. So, all right, guys, back to my drums, and I'm working on a new piece of art. This is like the stuff I like to do to, people are always like, how do you have time for that? And it's like, you know what? When I play the drums, I feel like I have more time. You're welcome, Queenie. When I do a piece of art, it feels like I have more time, because you adjust your schedule to fit in the things that you love, and you are doing something that makes you feel like you are spending your time in a way that makes you feel good, and you're doing something you love and it makes you feel passionate. So back to the drums I go. And certainly loved racing Porsches yesterday. It was a dream come true. Highly recommend if you're in LA and you want a really, really special experience. You're so welcome. Kathy, Queenie, Kate, I hope to welcome you soon to the Agency Accelerator. Chrissy, Jane, mwah, I love you guys. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you again next week. Ciao.